Greetings everyone, this is SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, here to bring you another retro review from past seasons of The Loud House. In today's video, we look at the Season 3 episode where, unless you know the full story behind the newest members of your family, you may end up thinking the worst thing about their best qualities, if that makes any sense. Today's episode is titled Insta-gran. First we'll discuss the plot, and then my thoughts and critiques with my final score. So, let's get right into it. The episode begins with Albert introducing his family to his new girlfriend Myrtle, and everyone takes a liking to her. However, the kids notice Myrtle beginning to interfere with their lives, and decide to break her and Albert up by doctoring a photo to make it look like Myrtle is having an affair. But on the day they plant the photo at Sunset Canyon, coincidentally the same day as Myrtle's birthday, they find out why Myrtle was smothering them so much after hearing about her lonely past. The kids try to take back the photo they made, but Albert finds it and is about to wreck Seymour until his grandkids confess why they did what they did. Everyone goes on to celebrate Myrtle's birthday, and the kids officially recognize her as their new gran-gran. Well, that concludes the plot of the episode, so now we come to my thoughts and critiques. This is one of the most touching episodes of the third season, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it always seems very overlooked when it comes to episodes that don't focus on the kids. If you've ever had step relatives come into your life, like a few people I know who have, you can easily relate to how you might view someone like Myrtle. Speaking of Myrtle, she was the greatest thing to come out of this episode, and my heart really went out to her. Did she come off as overbearing and trying to interject herself too much into the kids' lives? Did the kids have every right to feel like some stranger was trying to be way too involved with what they were doing? The answer to both questions is yes, but I can't blame Myrtle for how she acted, and for the most part, I can't blame the kids either, although them trying to screw with their pop-pop's love life is crossing the line. We find out Myrtle was an only child growing up, so she never knew what it was like to be surrounded by a lot of family, let alone a giant family like the Louds. She spent most of her life traveling the world and never settled down to start a family of her own, therefore never getting the chance to have children and subsequently grandchildren. Just like the kids, I really felt bad for Myrtle after hearing about her past, and Lori said it best. She was just trying to make up for lost time by trying to be both the mother and grandmother she never had the chance to be. I take it her involvement with Albert was the first serious relationship she ever had, not unless Seymour had something to say about it. And considering how quick everyone started accepting her, it's not surprising why Myrtle didn't hesitate to basically break into the Loud House and start tapping into the maternal and grandmaternal instincts she never thought she'd have the chance to explore with who she now considered her only family. The kids knew they royally screwed up with what they tried to do, and it was very sweet of them to acknowledge Myrtle as their new gran-gran right at the end. I also liked how Albert was very forgiving of how his grandkids tried to ruin his first relationship in who knows how long. Otherwise, I think he would have really let Seymour have it, specifically taking out that tricky left eye of his in the process. Of course, even Albert recognized how his new girlfriend could be a bit much, hence why he abruptly told Myrtle he had tickets to an RV show. That was his way of saying, I'll try to keep some space between you kids and your gran-gran. Gotta respect that. And one last thing, and that would be the power of cartoon logic. Lincoln was given a bowl cut, and then it was suddenly gone when he got to Sunset Canyon. Then we see Lynn in her regular clothes, cut to the outside, and suddenly she's in her ninja suit. And then we got this little exchange. Hey, when did you change into your ninja suit? What happened to your bowl cut? Touché. Nice. Overall, this episode teaches the lesson on how you should never take your family for granted. And that goes double for the Loud kids. They said they were grateful for how big their family was, but they also realized not everyone is as lucky as they are when it comes to sharing the kind of love some people wish they could share with others. They needed to take the time to understand why Myrtle came off as overbearing, and you come to really appreciate a character like her and sympathize with her plight. Even though we don't get too many episodes starring Myrtle following this episode, I will say this was the pinnacle of who she is, and her backstory was very feelsy. Albert certainly made the right choice of bringing her into his life, and the rest of the family couldn't agree more. With that said, I give Insta-gran a perfect 10 out of 10. Well folks, that concludes my review of Insta-gran. Do you think they'll ever make an episode where Albert and Myrtle decide to officially tie the knot? I have a feeling that will never happen, but I'll keep my eye out for it. Well, maybe just my right eye. I don't trust the left one. So what did you guys think of it? Love it? Hate it? Something you would add? Change? Keep it as it is? Let me know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to this channel for the latest Loud House content. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys for the next video. But until then, this is SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, signing off. Peace out, home slices.